Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. Take me home today. Take me out to play. Take me back into that sweet, sweet melody.
Good morning and welcome to the final Disney vlog of this series. I'm going home today. As you can see, I'm not wearing any ears because I'm not going to a park. I'm going to be heading to Disney Springs this morning. I've just packed up my case, and because it's easy to take it to Bell Services myself, I'm just going to walk to the lobby, check out and do that, and then we will get a bus across to Disney Springs. And the few things I want to do this morning, I am going to try and get in the virtual line for Gideon's cookies because I want to take one back for Becky, and I also do want one for the plane. I feel like having a Gideon's cookie for the plane will be everything, so I'm going to try and do that first. My Mia's Connect is at 4:40, I believe, so I need to make sure I'm back in enough time for that, and my flight is 8 something this evening. It's quite a late one. I can't believe it's time to go home already. This really has felt so quick. That's why coming from the UK, it is nice having 2 weeks because it is a long journey to do, but I'm always so happy and grateful to be here, however long it's for. And it's been great staying off site, doing something a little bit different, but then having the last night here was great because I was able to do the Magic Kingdom last night, which I really enjoyed. So I'm gonna grab my stuff, get everything together, and let's go. Before I go, I will just mention this dress I'm wearing. I do get a lot of questions from people about what I wear to travel. What's the most comfortable? And for me, I do like to wear a dress. I have in the past traveled in like jeans and stuff, but obviously then you've got something around your middle. It's a long time that you're sitting. This dress is the most comfortable dress to travel in ever. It's from Pour Moi. I have it in several different colors. I've got the blue one on today. It just has these buttons down. It has a nice little tie on it, but it's very comfortable to wear. I wore the black version of it when I flew out here, and they do other colors as well, but it honestly is just so comfortable. It's not too short as well. And then when I get back to the UK, if it did happen to be a bit cooler, I just put like a denim jacket over it. This is one of the best things I have found for travel. So I will link it in the description below because I do get asked a lot about that. Okay, we will have a quick look in here before we leave, just see if there's anything new or exciting. All the cast members who work in here are so nice. They're always like very welcoming and lovely. I love that. This is really cool. Damn tired. And I don't think I've seen this particular Disney Vacation Club member spirit jersey. It's like a yellow one. Oh, look at that. I do like that. And they have some specific Wilderness Lodge merch. This sweater's nice actually. It's got quite a nice neckline on it. It's $39.99. And then they do have some mugs and like Tervis type things. That is $26.99. The Tervis branded stuff is normally a little bit more than that. But I don't really see anything else new apart from that, so we're gonna go and get our bus. Okay, we have arrived at Disney Springs. I'm gonna go straight over to Gideon's to see about the virtual line. I'm a little bit later than I would have liked to have been, so I don't know, it might not be a goer if it's gonna be hours and hours because I won't have time. So we'll do that the very first thing, and then I'm gonna have to eat something. I'm kind of hungry. I just went by someone with their service dog, and I love that the doggos out here have to wear little shoes because it is so hot. It's too hot for them on the ground, and they have cute dog shoes, which I love. And of course there is already a line of people coming back for their return. There is always a line for these cookies. They are hot ticket, that is for sure. Oh, they do breakfast here at Raglan Road. That's interesting. I did not know that. Okay, that's interesting. She said there isn't a virtual line. This is just a standby, so let's just get in the line. Okay, so I've just got my menu, and she did say it varies whether it's virtual line, usually at the weekends and the evenings, and during the day it's often just a standby. And while I was there, I met Janine and Taylor, so hi to you guys. So I'm gonna have a little perusal of this menu. I did see on Instagram that they've had some really crazy national peanut butter shortage or something. So I think they've had to change their menu slightly, so let's see what they've got. So it does say on here that they do have peanut butter, so maybe that whole issue has got resolved. They still have pistachio toffee. I am definitely getting that. They have a coffee cake cookie, which is available every morning until sellout. That could be good. And they do have this absolutely incredible pride cake. I've seen it on Instagram. It looks amazing, but it is quite big. And the special one they have at the moment is white chocolate caramel macadamia nut. That is happening definitely. I forget how many you're actually able to buy per person because that would be a factor, because of course I want to get one for Becky. I think I'm going to get her the pistachio toffee. Time has come. That was about 20 minutes I would say in line, which is what she said, so that was perfect. So it looks like it's the limited edition ones that are limited to 2 per person. And here is the rainbow cake. Look at that. That looks amazing. I'm not going to get that because I'm not going to be able to eat that right now, and I don't think that will travel very well, but it does look amazing. The key lime pie one looks great too. The cookies are secured, and the line is really not that bad. She did say that it does die down sometimes around 1 p.m. It's currently about 12 something, I think. It's definitely worth getting some of these cookies. They are amazing. But now I definitely need some lunch. I am going to Blaze. Here we are, and thank heaven there is not an outside line, because that would just about kill me off, I think, after the 20-minute wait in the heat outside Gideon's Cookies. It's actually not too busy in here today, which is good, and I'm going to get the create your own pizza as always, which I just love. So we have pizza, and I always have very green looking pizzas. I have broccoli, peppers, spinach, mushrooms, onion, and obviously then cheese and the original sauce, and their pizza here is absolutely amazing. I'll put the cost on the screen. I just got a drink as well. It's very, very reasonably priced, I will say, compared to a lot of other places. So this is definitely one of my favourite ones to come to at Disney Springs. I am on the move again. That pizza was so good. It always is in there. I think I'm just going to go into a couple of stores, and then it'll be time to head back to Wilderness Lodge to grab my bags and await my Mia's Connect. This morning has gone so quick as well. I feel like when you get to the end of the trip, it just flies by. And it's not too bad here at Disney Springs at this time of day. I mean, there's quite a few people around, but it's not super crazy busy like it gets most evenings. And I think we'll just nip into Ever After Jewellery Company, and they have accessories in here too. And the Coach stuff is still featuring heavily. They have some more over there too. They do have some smaller items in this range, like they have this keychain which is $65. That is still a pricey keychain. This Loungefly is still taunting me. I do absolutely love this, but I'm not going to do it, but I'm very, very tempted by it. I do love it. And I think we saw this one the other day. This one is also new. It has the kind of cute versions of the characters on, and they have like the Haunted Mansion characters too. And they also have the wallets in that range. That's quite a big wallet though. That would be too big for me. And it looks like this is part of the Betsy Johnson range. Look at this Mickey dressed as a bee. I love that. I mean, it's a bit big for a necklace for me, but it's very cute. One place I've never eaten here at Disney Springs is the Polite Pig. So I'll definitely try and do that on an upcoming trip. Let me just show you guys the menu. And they have sandwiches, they have chicken, salmon, pork shoulder, brisket, barbecue cheddar brats, smoked turkey breast. Then they have salads as well. They have lots of sides: roasted beets, barbecue cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, street corn, sweet potato tots, waffle fries, mac and cheese. They have a very big menu here, so at some point we will definitely try that. And I'll just see what Uniqlo have in the way of Disney t-shirts, because this is a good place to actually get some Disney shirts that are a little bit cheaper usually. Let's go see. And here are some of the Disney ones, which I think are around $20, I want to say. See if I can find the price in a second. This Winnie the Pooh one is very cool. I love that. $19.90 these shirts, so a little cheaper than you'll pay for Disney t-shirts in the parks. We have Dumbo here too. I love this one. I feel like that would be great to wear around the Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot. That one's also $19.90. They seem to have a kind of topiary one as well. Or you can see the topiary one here a little bit better. That would be really good for Flower and Garden Festival actually. And they also have this kind of classic Mickey one. And they have this denim Mickey. That's interesting. And they do have kids shirts as well, which I think are, yeah, $14.90. These are very cute. Love that. And they do also have some Marvel stuff as well. So they've got Spider-Man here, Doctor Strange, and they have even more Disney ones here. And I did just meet a family there who I was talking to, and I did not catch your names, so hi to you guys. I know you watch Adam's vlogs as well, so if that was you, hello, and I hope you enjoyed your time. This is very relevant today. I really wish I could, but in a temperature way, not in any other type of way. I don't think I'm going to go into World of Disney because there isn't anything I need to pick up, and I feel like I've shown you guys most of the new stuff while we've been in the parks. And in World of Disney, it's just kind of collectively everything pretty much. But I will take you into Amaret's Patisserie just to see what they have. I'm not going to get anything because I obviously am loaded up with my Gideon's cookies, but they do have some really impressive stuff in here. So I just wanted to show you how good it looks. If you ever get a chance to stop here, I definitely would try. And you can actually get large cakes in here as well. This is the 50th celebration cake that I wanted to get before and they never had. It is kind of pricey. It is $22. It is a tiny little cake. It's not super small, like you could share it with somebody, but it is expensive for what it is, but it's very impressive looking. And you can also get these dome cakes, which are really cool. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to look without actually buying anything, but let me just see if I can sneak a look for you guys. So it looks like they have crepes here as well, which look really nice. The strawberry and cream one looks so good. You can get a small version of the Mickey Dome cake, which I've had before. That was really nice. And they have eclairs and stuff, a creme brulee. So yeah, definitely if you get a chance to come in here, they have some really nice stuff. And you can also get drinks. They always have some type of special one with like this little mini thing on top, which is cute. And another interesting dining location here at Disney Springs is the Daily Poutine. I have shown things from here before in the vlogs, but this is great if you just want something not too massive, or you maybe want to split it. Let's see what they currently have. I'm sure most of you know what poutine is, but it's basically kind of loaded fries. They have an Italian version, regular Canadian poutine, which is where poutine obviously originates from. They have a New Delhi one, which has tomato curry sauce, a Korean barbecue, loaded frites, which is French fries, queso, lettuce, pico de gallo, bacon and garlic ranch dressing. And sometimes they have breakfast ones. Everything I've ever had from here has been really good. And with that, I think I'm going to head back to Wilderness Lodge. I do need to make a phone call as well, because you know the problem I had at the Wyndham, the hotel I stayed in? They randomly took some money out of my account, and I spoke to them about it. We ascertained it was a mistake that shouldn't have been taken, but they haven't given it back. He said that should have been done yesterday. So I might give them a call just to check. I don't really want that left like hanging in the air and not being dealt with. So I think I'll give them a call when I get back to Wilderness Lodge. Another reason to exit is I do not want any melting of the Gideon's cookies. They are not easy to get hold of. I don't want them getting ruined. Okay, we are back. And I did notice they've got rid of the massage chairs that they used to have here. They were so good. They were plugged in here, I think. That is a shame. I would have totally used that today. I've got a bit of time now until I need to get my bags, so I'm going to go and grab a coffee from Roaring Fork and then just have a nice little sit down. Okay, their latte machine was down, so we just have a soda instead. I'll put the cost of that on the screen. And I'm sat in one of these big, comfortable chairs, which is so nice. So I'll do this for a bit and then collect my bags shortly. So I'm just sat here in my chair, and that's kind of unusual. They have a photo pass photographer here. I've never really seen them at the resorts before. And just to be clear, it's not a special photo shoot because she has just been stood there the whole time. So time has now passed, and that is going to be it from Wilderness Lodge. I've loved staying here. I love this resort so much, even just visiting, but getting to stay here has been amazing. And now I'm just waiting for the bags, and it's going to be time to get my Mears Connect. I have checked in online for my flight with BA, and they said that I need to still show my passport, I think, when I get there. So I guess we'll just do like bag drop in the normal way, but I'll let you know what happens. And just like that, we are heading home again. I can't believe it. Time to go and do bag drop. I do really fancy a coffee, since I wasn't able to get one at Wilderness Lodge because the machine was broken, but they do have another Starbucks upstairs. So I think we should go and just get rid of the bags, get checked in. And when you get dropped off by Mears, you just want to come here to the elevators. And when you get to 3, you should see check-in here for British Airways. I've got a feeling Virgin is actually the other side. Yes, Virgin is check-in A, so we're already on the correct side for British Airways this time. Now, last time I had to do something over here, but then I did already check in. I don't know, let's see what happens. Okay, this machine is having none of it, so we're going to go over to the desk. Okay, I'm all checked in. My bag was just over 20 kilos. I was actually really worried it was going to be over because it felt so heavy this morning, but it wasn't. We were all good. And I think the flight is delayed by about an hour. Currently, since the pandemic, I have heard that they are having all sorts of issues with things like getting the catering on board planes, and there's various different like logistical issues, which is causing a lot of delays. Then when the plane is late coming into Orlando, it's then late going out. So that has happened a few times on these last few trips, but it's fine. We're going to go and get some food and something to drink now and just hang around for a bit. I should also mention I haven't had to do anything to do with COVID stuff. I think pretty much now that they've taken away the testing and everything, that you don't have to do anything. So I didn't have to fill in a passenger locator form, which I have had to on the last few trips. That was not something I've had to do. It was just completely normal, as if it was pre-pandemic. Oh look, there's a picture of Mayor Buddy Dyer. We always hear him on the monorail, but we've never actually seen what he looks like. His face does not match his voice. I didn't think he looked like that. finally time for a coffee. I actually haven't had a coffee all day and it's now evening. That is not good. So I have my coffee that did take quite a long time in line and I have suddenly hit a wall of tiredness. I am so tired. Normally I'm fine, and then when I get on the plane I'll kind of like doze on and off, but I don't even sleep normally the whole way back. But I did not sleep very long last night because I got in so late from the Magic Kingdom and then obviously got up this morning, so I'm just so sleepy now. So I'm just gonna hang around here for a minute. Stella News is behind me somewhere over here. I don't know, somewhere back there. So I'll probably just go in there and grab a magazine as always and then head over and find a seat by the gate. But it is still a little while yet, so there's no rush to do that. If your flight gets delayed, just remember that once you've checked in for your flight, like at the British Airways or Virgin or whichever desk, it is then going to be quite a while until you are actually boarding the plane. So you don't have to like rush through security straight away because there's not as much this other side as there is to do before security. So yeah, there's never any major need to rush unless you're running late, of course.
We do apologise for the late arrival of this flight this morning. On behalf of all of us at British Airways, we would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and we look forward to welcoming you back soon again. Thank you and good afternoon.
And we have landed, which is not nearly as exciting as when I'm saying that at the other end when we're getting to Orlando. I really didn't film hardly any of the flight. I literally got on the plane, went to sleep. No, that's not true. I got on the plane, had a cup of tea and half of my Gideon's cookie, went to sleep and slept like on and off, but I did sleep quite a bit, I guess. Ate the other half of my cookie with another cup of tea, and then here we are. That was literally the extent of it, so there really wasn't much to show at all. And I did meet Tyler and Emily. I'm so sorry if it's not Emily, and you know my memory with people's names. At the gate when I was waiting to board, and then just there at baggage claim I met Claire. So hi to you guys and thank you for saying hello. The flight was delayed unfortunately for various different reasons. A late incoming plane, then it was something else, then it, I don't know, there was like a million different things. So I've ended up missing my train here at Gatwick. Unfortunately I didn't get here in time, but I've just looked and there's another one in around 30 minutes, so I'm going to head to the train station and hopefully be able to get that. Hey everyone, I'm now back from my trip, as you can see, and I just wanted to go through a few things which I mentioned at the beginning of the vlog. I was going to let you know how much the hotel and the flight and everything cost for this trip, and just kind of wrap up this vlog really. I hope you guys have enjoyed these vlogs and seeing what I spend every day. That's just something I wanted to do on this trip, which is a little bit different to what I normally do, is just let you know everything that I spend, and I did include everything. I didn't spend loads on this trip because I didn't buy a lot of merchandise. Usually I probably would buy a few more things, you know, I love my pins and bags and ears and all that kind of stuff, but on this trip I was trying to not really buy too much, and I only bought that one pair of ears, so I thought that was quite good. In terms of the trip itself, what it actually cost, the flight was quite expensive for this one. Flights from the UK to Orlando have been a little bit strange in terms of pricing since travel resumed after the pandemic. It has been very up and down. I've found some very cheap flights and some extremely expensive ones. When I first went back in November last year, it was very, very expensive. Obviously in January I already had my flight booked. It had been moved several times. This one that I did for this trip was £632, I think. Yeah, 632. I did have some Avios points, that was with BA, so it should have been 700, and I got £70 off. And £700 for a flight to Orlando is more than I would normally pay. I'm usually able to find flights a bit cheaper than that, so for June it did seem to be a little bit more expensive. And the hotel stay at the Wyndham Garden was £472 for 6 nights, which is fairly reasonable. However, I have seen stays in the all-star resorts at Disney for around that price, so it's not super cheap. You can definitely get cheaper than that if you go to International Drive and some of the other off-site hotels, plus you do have the resort fee, and the resort fee was $177.74. So you can see how a cheaper hotel stay can suddenly become more expensive and not necessarily that much cheaper than staying on-site at Disney. And in terms of what I think about staying on-site versus off-site, I've done lots of different off-site stays over the years. I've stayed at Disney a lot, I've stayed in a villa, all kinds of different things. For me personally, I would always rather stay at Disney if I possibly can. I just really enjoy the experience. I enjoy the transportation and the fact that you can just kind of jump on and off buses or monorails or boats or the Skyliner or whatever it might be depending where you're staying, and just the general ease of getting around and being close to Disney. That will always be my preference. However, if you just prefer the idea of staying off-site because you're going to be doing lots of different things things, not just Disney, or if you get a really good deal or something like that, as long as you plan in advance how you're going to be getting around. Will you be using Uber? Obviously you guys saw roughly how much Ubers cost for various different things, or if the hotel has transportation you can use, just check ahead of time. Is it free? Do you have to book it? And all of that kind of thing, because they all do vary a lot. The off-site hotels, they very often do have transportation to the parks, but it's not necessarily free, or there could be resort fees. You may just be able to jump onto the bus in the morning, you might have to book. So those are all things that's worth looking into for the individual hotel that you're looking at, just to make sure you know what's going on ahead of time. I always find TripAdvisor quite good for that. So if you are looking at a hotel, if you go to TripAdvisor, people will often talk about their experiences for that particular hotel when it comes to the buses and transportation and everything like that. And I mentioned that problem I had with a hotel had accidentally made another charge on my card and taken some money from my account. That did get resolved. I think it took about a week from when they took the money to put it back. So it did get resolved. Just for anyone who was left hanging on that and wondering what happened, I did get that back and I didn't really have to do too much. It just happened. So that was fine. I do have some exciting Disney trips coming up for the rest of this year. So if you're not already subscribed, please do go ahead and subscribe and tap the bell icon. That way you'll be notified when a new vlog goes up. You can also follow me over on Instagram, because I always update you over there in terms of what I'm going to be doing with travel and trips and everything. I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys as always for being so supportive of my vlogs, all your lovely comments, liking, subscribing, just watching the vlogs. Those of you who support over on Patreon, just a huge thank you to all of you for always being so amazing. I'm so happy to be traveling again since the pandemic. It's just been a bit of a whirlwind of trips because I had so many obviously backed up that got cancelled and moved and everything, and it's just been amazing being back, sharing my experiences of everything with you guys. I really do love doing that, and I hope you all find it helpful. I do get a lot of comments from you saying that it's really helped you with your planning and stuff, which is always my goal with these vlogs, so that's great. And I do love meeting you in the parks, having a chat. I've met so many of you guys recently on my trips, and I just love that as well. So a huge thank you to all of you. I will see you very soon for new vlogs. There'll be some new ones coming in the next couple of weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.